Okay.
He grabs that one up, and it's going to be Zilean for the mid.
Worth knowing they have Graves from the jungle, so they do have a damaged jungler to go along with Zilean, who, as you mentioned, is burst or sometimes almost purely utility in fights, but a lot of comfort on the side of KT.
They do have some idea of this as Untara has roamed out of
There we go.
this lane. Ssumday coming around the side, and it's going to be the Reptile going down. Bubbling has to throw out the Lamb's right immediately, but almost nowhere to go. Will have to flash the wall if he wants to live through this one. The bomb connected, he flashes it all the same, and he goes down, maybe thinking that the bomb wouldn't kill him, but just big mistake there by Bubbling. Should have just accepted his fate and gone down. Coming up to this top side, it's going to be a TP coming in as well from Fly as they're looking for the dive. Untara quite low, pushes out the damage. There's nowhere for him to go. Ssumday actually doesn't even need to take this one up. It's just going to be score with the Graves, and they find their second kill. KT looking like they're playing very concise together.
Really nice play, clean from KT, but CJ's going to pick up a second neutral to answer the early game.
Yep, CJ pushing in. This is actually just going to draw out both teleports here. Ssumday answering should deter the dive, but BDD's here as well. It's going to be depth charge going in onto arrows. He gets locked up. The first two comes down onto him. He's actually going to fall. Untara finds the kill. Ssumday gets locked up as well. That's going to be a 2 for 0. I thought CJ were going to pull out of that one, but they fully commit. They find themselves some kills. Fly throwing out the bombs. Not going to be able to connect, but score goes straight over to this mid lane. Will be able to take down the tower. They're just able to get the kill. Untara, wow. Really aggressive. Goes for the dredge line. Gets the flash away from Fly, though. Oh, Kramer, though, really far forward, and Score is here to duke it out. Flashes forward, straight into the face of the calling. And he takes him down, and that's a familiar sight, Kramer being way too far forward on the bottom side of the map. A turret kill coming in here. Bubbling, though, flash pulverize, headbutts him back into the wall. Bubbling going to try to kite away, but the exhaust comes through. Can they get the chase on? Lamb's Respite is available. He's going to be able to back out of there, so it's going to be a flash for Flash.
Does guarantee that they're going to find enough pressure to take this top lane turret. End the laning phase, Lupus 5, the reliability of such a game-changing ultimate goes up.
Yep, Score pressing in here, Bubbling taking a lot of damage. It's going to be TP coming in on the back side here as well from somebody who gets locked up. Madlife jumped on. It's going to be the Twisted Advance, and he goes down. Score with a very nice collateral damage, finding the first kill of the fight. Untara gets a double bomb onto him. Goes on the Riptide, trying to slow him up as much as he possibly can. Lamb's Respite down to give him blood. Beautiful ultimate from BDD, but isn't going to be enough. Several members of KT are so low. Kramer doing what he can. Can he get the kills? He's going to take down 2 in the end, but he does fall. And now the chase is on over to this Lissandra, the last standing member of CJ, and he's going to go down. A nice route, but cannot find the damage to finish off Arrow. That is going to be an ace coming in. 2 for 5, or 5 for 2 rather, in favor of KT and their first dragon. Nothing much CJ can do. Kalista ran with the smite there from Score. Untara coming in. Tries to get the dredge line, but a match flash there by Fly will keep him safe.
Second time he's had to flash away from the dredge line.
Double bomb stun here. The Twisted Advance onto Madlife. Throws out the Glacial Fissure. Does knock up Ssumday. The bomb's coming through again. Madlife jumps away, but he's going to go down. Fly finding the kill. Hachani going deep. Now pops the Alistar ultimate, still keeping himself alive. BDD locking up Fly and Arrow in the backside. Has to go straight into the Zonia. Score on the run as the Hex Trigger Shield gets popped. BDD, can he find anything? Trying to get Hachani. He will find it, but here comes Fly. Let's see if he can answer for this one. So far, it's a 3 for 1 in favor of KT. Score, despite being so low, firing out the shots. And Fly with the last second ultimate will keep himself alive. It's going to be a 4 for 1 in the end. Just Hachani going down.
Hold up and just not fighting with his teammates. Obviously a lack of communication between the members of CJ. Late game team fighting, they've looked strong. 26 minutes on the clock, not really been their time. They don't have a late game team fighting comp this time either.
Oh, another fight breaking out as Untara gets locked up here by Ssumday, taking a lot of damage. The bomb's ticking as well. Nice pulverize. And Spite does come down to try to keep him alive, but Arrow's just been stacking up the Rens this entire time. Fly, though, gets caught out by BDD, who has to go straight into the Zonias. When he comes out of this, let's see if he can get anything or if he's just going to die. It's going to be the latter. He falls. Fly finishes him off with an auto attack. That's going to be the tier 2 in the mid lane going down. Now with just Kramer and Bubbling alive, they have to retreat and recuperate. Looks like this could be the inhibitor line getting broken here at 27.5 minutes.
I mean, KT's front line outclasses CJ's any day of the week. Ssumday has so much health from their Artivage, now Spirit Visage and Frozen Heart. Graves can function as a huge front
Are they just going to go for the game here?
They're
it looks like
going for
they
it.
might. 13 seconds on Madlife. Bubbling, no Lamb's Respite available. First Nexus turret gonna fall. Fly still has the ultimate available as Arrow gets the chase on the Bubbling, who just has to dash away. Looks like KT gonna have to peel out of the base here. They don't have Ssumday to tank up the turret. with limited waves coming in, they just back off, but the Nexus already getting ready to be exposed, and Super Creep is going to be storming down through the base. TP coming into the back though, however, who's it going to be? Looks like it's going to be Untara, BDD joining maybe quite soon. Untara comes in, still a very tanky Nautilus, locks up Hachani. The bombs come through, they grab him up the dredge line, they just have to sacrifice him and let him go. Madlife and Bubbling chasing on the other side. BDD did TP above them, flies here, ultimate available. BDD goes in, ultimate down onto Arrow as BDD uses the Frozen Tomb onto himself. Let's see if Arrow gets popped, if they just keep him alive. He's trying to get that pop, but he cannot do it. He falls, and CJ are actually turning this on its head. Score comes over the wall, does finish off Bubbling, however. Now the chase onto him as a Q from the Braum does connect. Concussive blows come through. He gets locked up. Score gonna fall. Can he answer with a kill onto Kramer? He does! Nicely played by Score, making the best out of a bad situation.
See minions pushing front of the lanes as well.
Oh, yep. Turret down to half HP now. Arrow and Score get in here. They are able to take it out. BDD trying to pitch around the backside. Gets a 3-man root. Fly taking a lot of damage. The Frozen Tomb comes down onto him. Will get out alive. It's going to be the depth charge onto Arrow. Does he get the heal from the Zilean ultimate? He has to go down for this one though. Looks like he's going to be able to just keep himself alive. Untara, maybe the next one to fall. They do finish off Arrow, but the rest of KT quite healthy. Bomb connects and Score able to get that last auto attack. Bubbling on the run. The cheeky TP coming in from Ssumday and Fly to answer this one as well. They try
Run,
to slow up the
Sapling!
Sapling. Gets rid of by the Twisted Advance. That's going to be the kill. That's going to be the game as Score is still in the base, taking out the Nexus. Rough loss here from CJ. 15,000 just about of a lead for KT. Double their kills and 10 times the turrets.